Another day, another double standard for Duchess Meghan. So as you well might know, yesterday was the release of Meghan Sussex's new wine, 2023 Napa Valley Rosé. Sold out in under an hour. Daily Mail, surprise, surprise, released an article giving her shit, saying Meghan Markle is mocked for her sellout wine as royal fans are left stunned by 119 minimum spent and glaring errors. Interestingly though, sorry to go off on a tangent here, in Star released an article today, Queen Camilla took a necklace of Princess Diana's and refashioned it into a $137,000 brooch. Where's the blowback for that? That is taking an iconic piece of jewelry worn by one of the most, if not the most, iconic woman on planet Earth, and refashioning it. We all know if the Duchess of Sussex would have done something like that, the media would be having a field day. But anyways, back to the scum on earth that is one Daily Mail. The first issue that Daily Mail is taking umbrage with is actually something I addressed in my video, is shipping and bundle packaging pertaining to her rosé. Now, if you weren't aware of this, the only way you could purchase her rosé was through bundle packaging, the first being 3 bottles for $90, 6 bottles for $159, or 12 bottles for $300. I purchased the 3, which is basically $30 a bottle. Give or take, you know, that's pretty mid-range for a rosé, a good rosé. Trader Joe's obviously has $6 options, and you can go up to hundreds of dollar bottles. So to each their own, I get it. People are up in arms about the $20 shipping fee. I get it. Some brands don't have shipping, some brands do. I just placed a rather large order from Hermes. I know, really bougie, and there wasn't shipping because I hit a certain quota of spend. But people are livid about that. To which I say, okay, I get it. Then don't order it. The next idiotic point that Daily Mail is posting on this promotional photo right here. Her rosé is in a bucket of ice. Zoom in on the ice cubes here, and what do you see? Flower petals on and inside her ice cubes. One of the ways you can use her newly launched flower sprinkles is to put them inside ice cubes. I had not even thought of that, but some wonderful commenters pointed that out to me in one of my videos. I thought it was a fantastic aesthetic suggestion. So, in my opinion, this is just Daily Mail being salty and jealous of the fact that Duchess Meghan is living her best life, selling fabulous wine, making that bag, while Daily Mail is, well, struggling financially. Ugh, the jealousy just reeks of desperation to post an article to get clicks. Next thing Daily Mail posted in their silly article was this collection of 5 tweets that are just totally random. One, don't forget to add flower sprinkles to the ice, which is a great suggestion. Thank you. Curate pretentious waffle. Oh yeah. In the original headline, they circled the word curate as it pertains to her promotion of the wine, saying it's misused, but it's not. It's like curating an aesthetic. So either the author of this Daily Mail article is unintelligent and or illiterate, or they have no taste, much like Duchess Meghan does. What else we have here? How does one curate wine? I literally just told you that. Meghan Markle obviously has a poor grasp of English. No, Anna Radcliffe, you do. And so on and so forth. Anyways, I say all this to say the double standard is not lost on me. The mere fact that Meghan is being criticized for selling out her wine, which is no small feat, anyone who sells out any product they're promoting or they're putting out into the world is amazing. They should be celebrated for that. We all know that if Catherine, the Princess of Wales, put out a wine, which obviously she wouldn't, she would be praised for selling it out, even if she used the word curate in the wrong way. Allegedly. Also, Daily Mail, where is your article ripping this woman to shreds for refashioning Princess Diana's jewelry? Where is it? Where? Anyways, I'll have a fabulous day. Much like Duchess Meghan will gardening in her rich Montecito garden.
Royalists are a dying breed, and I mean that in the most literal, celebratory, and disrespectful way possible. We are watching the slow motion extinction of the most embarrassing fan base on earth. The same people who think queuing is a personality and waving from a balcony is a form of leadership. These are your monarchists. Geriatrics with god complexes and commemorative spoons. They don't have facts. They have fairy tales. They don't have relevance. They have reruns. And every time one of them croaks out, God save the king, the universe asks, why? You'll find them on Facebook, Twitter, a few on Instagram, and a smattering on TikTok, typing in all caps, crying about tradition, while ignoring the centuries of colonization that funded those castles they love to romanticize about. They treat the monarchy like it's a religion. Their current queen, a side piece, their current king, an adulterer, and their future king, a PR disaster in waiting. And now, they're outnumbered, outdated, and out of time. Because Gen Z isn't bowing. Millennials aren't kneeling. The Commonwealth is packing its bags. The curtain is falling, and the applause is not for them. So let them whine. Let them scream into the void about respect for the crown. Because nothing is funnier than watching a bunch of pearl-clutching boomers realizing the world is moving on. And it's not taking their teacups, their tabloid propaganda, and their tiara fantasies with it. The monarchy's biggest supporters are literally aging out. And when they go, so does the lie. So here's to the royalists. May your bunting fade, may your nostalgia rot, and may your little fantasies of empire die right alongside your Facebook groups. We won't miss you. We'll be too busy writing the future with Meghan and Harry.
Hello, Sussex squads and trolls. I know as Meghan Markle fan, we probably don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel like Kate does not have any support. She does not have any friends, and I feel like she could be in a terrible situation, and I'm not talking about her illness. The illness she couldn't even talk about during her visit to the cancer research place. But I'm saying I feel like she might need to wink and cry for help, but she doesn't have the support system like Meghan does. And I don't know, I have a little bit of sympathy for her, because we now know what it's like for women marrying into that family. So I'm going to try to be kind to Kate, which I've never been disparaging to her in the first place. But I think she might need help. I think she might need a support system. Even the people that supports her online, they're not really supporters. They're just Meghan Markle haters. So they spend most of the time hating on Meghan, not really supporting Kate. And I feel like Kate needs help. Something is not right. You know, she does not look like a happy person. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Tell you what, Janet, you really enjoyed the Meghan one, didn't you?
I thought the Meghan one was good.
Thank you.
You put her on the spot and then it wasn't as easy as perhaps she was expecting. What do you...
I mean, I don't know. You know, I am really interested in what people are doing, like, under the hood, right? So I really want to get, like, I'm like, great, I get it. You made some jam and you're going to sell that. Like, what does it take to actually, like, start a proper business?
Well, you
So
don't
that's what
think,
I really want
Emma,
to do.
with all due respect, she didn't make that jam herself?
She made, you know, she's making a brand. I mean, do I make the knickers myself?
Yeah.
No. Good answer. So that's where we are. Good answer.
Y'all know what I think is a crying freaking shame? It is crazy how the Duchess of Sussex just minding her business, building her dream business, right? Working probably with her dream freaking partner, Netflix. And all of these haters just continue to pounce, trying to find something that's going to bring her down. She ain't going to allow you to do that. The woman is so freaking strategic that it blows my freaking mind. Like, savage. Oh my goodness. Just sitting back and thinking about her dropping that rosé yesterday and on 7/1, Princess Diana's birthday, and the first day that her and Harry started talking. Honey, if that is not all the symbols and signals to tell all of the British press and all of the haters, you can kiss her behind. She's still moving and ain't nobody gonna stop her, no matter what. And the Duchies come and continue to sell every single dropout, which probably just makes her go into the corner and just literally weep with happiness. And then on the backside of that, knowing that you giving them a story to write about, but it ain't made up this time. Like, they can tell the truth, because we're seeing the proof in the pudding. Y'all had her hidden when she was in the UK and couldn't nobody get to her, where y'all was starting to manipulate her mind. But now the girl is out in the world. She got her social media back. She got us Duchies supporting her all the way, and she making money with it, baby. Talk about 5 years later and the dream that is happening. This don't get no better, and she gonna keep it coming. So British press, what you got to say about that now? Run those headlines and make sure that they are positive, because that's what we looking for.
I'd never met him before, and so we had a little chat about the kind of things we talk about, and he was like, you can ask me whatever you want, but I might not answer it. I said to him, have you ever thought about moving away? And he was like, yeah, I'd love to move away, but I can't because of what I need to do to support the Queen. And that has just stuck with me forever, in terms of, he didn't say it on camera, he just said it in a really candid chat with me. And so whenever anyone says to me, it was Meghan's fault that they left, that conversation always springs to mind, because he always had it in him, this potential to jump. And I think Meghan came along and said, hold my hand and we'll jump together. Princess Charlotte's just been born. Would you like to have kids? And he came out with this brilliant line.
Comes times when you think, right, now's the time to settle down, or now's not, whatever the way it is. But I don't think you can force these things. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but there's a process that one has to go through.
To which his communications team kind of took a bit of an intake of breath, like, oh my goodness, why did he say that? But then he also went on to say about how he just wanted to have someone alongside him to support him. And then what was it? A couple of years later, he met Meghan.
Yeah. I'm so beyond sick of hearing women, specifically white women, talk shit about Meghan Markle. Are y'all okay? Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Let her live her fucking life. Every 5 seconds, I'm seeing another video of another white woman telling Meghan Markle what the fuck she should be doing with her life. Y'all are not her. You are not living her life. I am beyond sick and tired of this same old song. Black women, mixed women, biracial women, non-white women have to be so pristine, so perfect. This insanely unachievable level of perfection that is required of non-white women, and how we show up in the world and how we perform and how we do any single fucking activity is exhausting. Every single thing that we do is up for critique, regardless of what it is. And especially if it is not in direct service of you or the level of entertainment that you think we should be providing. Like, holy shit. Holy shit. Y'all aren't fucking tired of this conversation? I'm tired of living it. I'll tell you that fucking much. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to be a woman of color in this world, not even this country, in this world, period, and not being able to show up how the fuck I want to show up on any given day. And then when you do show up in a way that feels authentic to you, now all of a sudden it's disingenuous because it's not how you would have shown up. We can't show up how y'all show up. That's just the reality, boo. And it's not a us versus you, but genuinely, if I showed up to work in the same way, form, and fashion as a lot of my white counterparts in the same space, I would not be taken seriously. I can't show up no makeup, sweatpants, Ugg boots, however the fuck. That's just not in my realm of possibility. I have to show up exceptional every single time. I have to show up perfect every single time. It is exhausting. And so to have people who never have to know what that is even remotely like, critiquing you in every single facet of every single thing that you do, in the way that you dress, in the way that you work, in the way that you create, it is infuriating. The level of perfection and exceptionalism that is expected of non-white women in every single facet of life. If you do not know what that is like, and if you cannot relate to that, shut the...
And just so we're clear, this right here is exactly why the British royal family, British media, and the British public hate Meghan Markle. It's not about who she is, it's about who she represents. It's about who she allows to feel seen. The British royal family exists for one reason and one reason only, and that is to uphold white supremacy. So when you think of kings and queens and royals and rulers of the world, this is what you see. Pale, stale, male, sausage-fingered fool who can't even unite his own family, but is somehow supposed to unite an entire nation and an entire commonwealth. Okay. See, when this went down, this is when the panic really set in. They really started to see what was happening here. So while we, people of the world with good sense, saw Meghan as an asset to the royal family, they actually saw her as a threat because, you see, the people she's surrounded by, yeah, they're meant to be ruled by the monarchy, not represented by it. You see this right here? This is way too much for British people to handle. They do not want to see Nigerians or Black people of any kind being treated with respect, as equals, being honored and deferred to by their royals.
This is wild behavior. This article is trying to say that the monarch is thinking of his youngest son and his grandchildren by wanting them to come to his funeral, which means instead of being close to them while he's alive, he is going to use his funeral as a way to test their loyalty, to see if they come. The most hilarious part is he won't even be there to know. Why would he make this more important than getting to know them in real life right now while he is actually here? Do you see how the Darvo tactics extend beyond the grave? The papers will be writing about this until he actually does go. And then when London Bridge has fallen, this will be the only story and the only headline. What is funny is that all of this will overshadow William actually becoming king, because it will be about if Meghan and Harry and the kids are gonna show up. Will we finally see the kids for the first time at the funeral? And not just us. Will Charles finally see the kids for the first time at his own funeral?
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. It's a new week. I hope you all gonna have a great week this week, guys. Let's wait to see what the tabloid is gonna bring out here again. Yep. Did y'all hear about those 20 pounds with the Prince Bully? And nothing good gonna come out of these people's names. And for some reason, those people ain't got no DNA of shame in them. That's why they come up with all the lies about our Royal Highnesses, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Because these people have no shame. They were born from the cursed DNA. I wonder if that DNA was from humans or it was from the giants in the Bible. Because y'all remember in the Bible, those people who were born half a human, half demons. Yeah, I'm wondering if these people descended from these ones. Because, you know, back in the day, there was 1 minute, I don't know if I was very young back then when I was trying to read that Bible somewhere. And some pastor or somebody told me, you know, I was born Catholic, but and then I started looking into all those religion stuff and all the abuse that I saw happening in my church, you know, and growing up. I'm like, I don't know this from my church personally, but everything that people are saying about them priests out here is kind of concerning. And those people have done lots of wrong to people out here, you know. So that's why I started looking into other religions, and I learned about all those people being born from the giants. And somebody told me back in the day that the UK monarchy was descendants of a king, this guy, James, from the Bible, of the one who actually, he's not even from the Bible. That James actually just wrote a different verse, changed some verses in the Bible that he did not like, because he was a gay man, and then he was married to one princess of ours from Denmark. So for those who don't know, yeah, so that princess, I believe she was I forgot her name, but she was married to that dude. They had a bunch of children, but there was no love in that marriage. It's exactly the same thing like with Mambos. It's the exact same thing with Mambos and bullying. And you know the worst thing with the Mambo and with Mambos and bullying, hers is worse, because I heard they actually just extracted ovum from her
and exit in a lab. So where one Russian Svetlana Vladimirovna had those babies, it's not coming from me. It came straight from Kremlin. And if y'all guys don't know what Kremlin is the Russian White House. Yeah, coming from my mouth. It's alleged by the tabloids themselves that the children that y'all call Mambo's children, they were carried by a Russian surrogate. And I'm assuming her name was Ludmila Petrovna or Svetlana Vladimirovna, one or the other. So, if these people, either way, if they came from King James, they are cursed. And if they just came from other giants from other place, they are still cursed, because I never seen people who dwell in lies and hate like these people. Never. And terrible stuff, the cherry on the top, they actually do not have any kind of shame. They've washed or extracted the DNA of shame from the nucleus of from the ribosomes of the nucleus of their cells. These people are terrible. God bless the successes. Family, I'm gonna talk to y'all guys again later. Now let me focus on this road. There are lots of cars here, y'all. The camera is just telling y'all guys there's 2-3 cars here. No, there are lots of them. There are lots of them before me, and there are lots of them behind me. So I better focus. I'll talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. These cursed people, and the tabloids ain't less than that. They are also the descendants of the same people. Did you see them teeth? Y'all just look at them teeth. Pay attention. I love you, family. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Please subscribe to all the success friendly channels and go to my wonderful brother, the wonderful king of the success squad, the notorious JTB on TikTok, and also follow the brother on Instagram. Let's make him popular. He is saying the quiet part out loud, and he is our voice amplified times 10. Brother, God bless you. The notorious JTB, my brother, God bless you for all you are doing for the successes. Please go to Isabella Back's channel, and also go to my brother Baron's channel, that's the Royal Success, and Isabella Back's channel, that's Wiz's channel, which is also called Isabella Back's channel on YouTube here. And bless my sister, let's get her to 10,000 subscribers, and let's also get my brother Baron to 100,000 subscribers, and all the other little small Success Squad TVs, all of them on TikTok, all of them on Instagram, all of them on here on YouTube. Y'all go subscribe, share their videos. Let's get the views, and let's get the word out there. Let's control the narratives. This is 2025, y'all. 21st century. We can't let them keep saying all the lies about us, and then we're going to just sit down there and clap. When they clap, we clap back. Yeah, we do it loud as we can get, and we'll be out here calling them BS out. Bye for now.